Common sense practice. Common sense is not always common practice. How was my day yesterday? I called it a purpose fit in the morning. I was working on my personal OKRs, also my personal goals, setting them, updating them. Then I took a look at some of my weekly insights. I took more time for my actual reflection because on Sunday I didn't get to the level where I wanted to. So I put myself a time block for from what was actually happening, digesting what was happening. Then later on, I did a really short fragment, I want to say, a fragment of the Arena Tactical, where I pretty soon I disconnected from Corinna. She was very stressed. I observed a lot of stress, and I partook on that stress. And I later on also was a bit sad that I did take up some stress too, instead of being resilient to it. And it's a good learning for me. Then later on, I was having some, instead of doing, we had originally planned doing a session together on the onboarding. Instead, I observed my own thoughts and did a thinking map on that. And later on, Elena came and we sat down in the church park, and I, together with her, she was not in the mood of working together and was exhausted from her day. So instead, I spent some time just listening to her, and I was curious what was going on her side, and we connected a bit. And then later on, I wanted to go back in and get some work done, and then she felt better again at that time. So we did a bit of co-thinking. I got valuable feedback from her when it comes to my thoughts, or it's more of a encouragement or Bestätigung, like a confirmation that what I thought of also makes sense for her when it comes to the onboarding, and what did not make as much sense for her, and that's something that I got as feedback, is how the habit implementation is right now. She was not happy with that part, and I do get that she's not happy with lots of these things, and I agree. And at the same time, I just simply don't want to spend so much time to fixing these things, although I see, because I don't have any quick fixes that would that I see that are in range for me. So if there are any quick fixes, then I'd love to hear them. All right, and yeah, that's what I call prior connection and co-feedback. And then later on, I was spending time on the co-software. I was doing a few fixes when it comes to the onboarding process. There was I messed up when it came to the reply email address for the sign up, and then I was not at all notified of new signups, which is a bummer, which I now hopefully fixed so that it will not happen again. And then I also added the perma menu, which now means that even if I'm not signed in, I still see the menu on the left side, which by having it that way, I enable myself to still see. How do I want to put this? Having a hard time expressing this here. So my idea is that even if I deep link into some single pages for other people who are not part of Coalition, but they still want to take a look at a resource page or something like that, I want to have public links. And these public links, I want other people, like the roles page for Coalition, for who wants to join the project and help with their skills. And I want these pages to be available. And I always want people to be able to see what the project is and how to join next to these pages. Yeah, and later on, I was really happy to get a small foot massage from Corinna before drifting into sleepland. So how my day was yesterday. How do I want to spend my day today? What am I focusing on? 3 things: defining and updating the Coalition main goals, main outcomes for now. the coalition main outcomes, then the continuing my work on the clear co-roles, and then thirdly, I want to spend a bit of time reworking the onboarding process. And that's it from my side. I wish you a legendary day. If you have some feedback, as always, I'd love to hear it. And I hope to see you soon, because the best is yet to come.